Hello, welcome to today's Daily Dominion, which has two landmarks: Battlefield, which gives you 2 VP. You need to gain a victory card for the first 6 victory cards gained in the game, and then Wall, which is a pretty unique landmark in that it's one of our minus landmarks, and it gives you minus points for extra cards you have over 15. So it really encourages small decks. Tends to go against what I'm trying to build, which are pretty, not necessarily large, but medium sized at least most of the time, engines. But we do have one thing is the AI is not any good at handling Wall, so there's that. And then beyond that, I would just say there is trashing here, so we will be able to eventually get thin. And then probably just buy provinces and win. We'll find out. We would like Sanctuary and Dens of Sin and like a monastery. And then beyond that, probably just mostly money. We might take one cavalry. I'm not super interested. I mean, there are a lot of things you can do here if you're willing to take a lot of cards. I mean, there's like powerful stuff probably in this Odyssey pile to do. I just don't know if I want to mess with any of it. So I think I'm gonna go silver, and then I might. Oh, they have a 5-2, which is quite good here. We'll see how that works out for me. Things may get a little dicey. Could buy cavalry, and then buy a monastery. This was actually pretty nice. We drew the buy a lighthouse, which is fine, but pretty underwhelming overall. There definitely can come points in this game where you just don't even really feel like buying something. So I don't think we're gonna get there for a little while. We get to trash there, which is nice. Don't like here's kind of unfortunate. Like we don't even get to 5 off the den. This is actually pretty harmful. I think our bottom 2 cards are, well, they're both coppers, but so that is a question of, do we like say add another cavalry, which may be drawn dead. We could add cavalry and crossroads. Well, no, one of them's horse, so we would. What do we even have down in there? I mean, there's a chance we draw the monastery, which would be pretty good. Okay, we didn't find the monastery. So now we can either take like a crossroads. Sure would have been nice to find the monastery. That would have given us 3 card trashes, but whatever. We could buy like crossroads, or we could buy yeah, we're over the 5 now. I almost think this is buy nothing. Not super happy with how this is going, but maybe it'll be fine in the end. If AI is getting a good number of, well, we're going to get to do a lot of trashing here, so. In fact, there's something to be said for not even exiling anything here, because we can actually straight up remove it from a deck. I mean, exiling estates is in general going to be pretty okay. But like, we can just trash the coppers. We want to have, I'll buy a den here. I mean, we want to have enough to have 6. Like to buy a gold. I guess there's something to be said for just buying the gold here. Just kill the estate. I mean, we might as well. So they buy province. Okay. So again, the exiling doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for me. We can trash. Do we have one more copper? How many coppers are in the trash? 5? Has the AI trashed anything? What do we have in here? How many horses did I play? 1, 2, 3. I played 3 horses. So there's a horse. The AI can't have trashed anything. There's a horse and a cavalry and a den. So we can only trash one of these coppers. Right? Yeah. Okay. Duchy's really bad on it's fine on battlefield boards. It's quite bad on wall boards. So I guess there's some tension here between those two concepts. Okay, this sucks. So we don't even have 6 here. And we don't have 6, or we don't have 8. We also don't draw the we could get a second crossroads and play with more of a crossroads thing. It's like a question of whether we're going to just be exiling the unfortunately we don't have Den of Sin every turn. Every other turn. I don't know, we could lose this. We'll see how the AI does in the long game. Now the battlefield points are gone, there's at least some chance that that goes a little bit bad for them. If there's a green card on top and we don't sanctuary, then we can... Alright, but we're gonna have to play it anyway. Or I guess if we were like, I'm just gonna buy Den, which there's something to be said for that here. I am a little bit worried about the quality of the opponent's deck, which I think is not half bad. I know we can whiff, or I think we can whiff if we don't play the dens. I don't know how likely it is. See, this is already pretty scary that we found this. See, the thing here is like we would buy den, but it doesn't help. We can just buy the den and only play one of them, I guess. Okay, they buy Duchy again. Nice thing is we get a little bit of points back whenever we get these unless you have multiple, and also I'm just exiling green because unless you have multiple crossroads, it's not actually helpful. To have more green in deck. So we have at least, we really secretly have like 21. Or even, we wouldn't play the cavalries. We really secretly have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14. So right now we're 4+, and we technically don't have any of that. So we really have more like 23 right now. Okay, they missed. That's huge. They hit 7 there. That's massive for us. I don't know where the crossroads. Not here. Okay, we have to play all the. That's really unfortunate. We don't get to save a horse. I guess it doesn't matter that much. We're kind of in a golden deck state at this point. It feels bad, but I guess it probably isn't all that bad. Okay, so I think, obviously if we, well, no, that wouldn't really net us anything anyway. We can play all these horses and junk, and then we won't play the cavalries. We'll just buy, and that'll give us the win. That turn they hit 7 helped a lot. I mean, again, I think the AI actually wins here. My build was not clean. I think they'll actually win if they don't buy the duchies. Like, if you just use this gold stuff and just buy, I think they could have easily gotten 5-3 on the province split without buying, if they don't buy the duchies. Which I think would have been a little better than taking the battlefield points earlier. It would change the score some. I mean, I would have probably we probably would have split the battlefield points, and then, so it would look different. It's not totally clear. I either had some bad draws or some bad played decisions. I probably should have gotten the second den quite a bit sooner, though again, I didn't have like a really great spot for it. I could have skipped this duchy probably. It didn't run that clean. There was some unfortunate draws, but I don't know that they weren't like disastrously bad, so I'm inclined to think it was my buy decisions more than anything. Anyway, we got there in the end. We're first player was doing a lot of lifting there, but we made it over 2 weeks, so we'll try to keep it going, and we'll see. This says my best streak is 17, though. I think my best streak is actually a little longer than that. I think there was that crash day kind of messed me up. I think it's more like 30, but at least in the 20s. So we'll see if we can get there. We're coming around on the top of the week again, so there's a little bit of danger there, but we'll see how we do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.